All right, you guys, welcome back for another episode of Kyler Vale. Thanks for tuning in with me. Go ahead, share the video, like, comment, subscribe, do your thing, subscribe to the channel. Also follow me on Instagram as I am a car enthusiast, and the content on there is completely different. Yeah, these banks, you can't trust these banks, just like you can't trust crypto and Bitcoin. Those are virtual banks. You can't be trusted because once you lose that money, there's no way, no insurance to get you back your money. And this is pretty much a similar case with Wells Fargo. By the way, I hate Wells Fargo. A 52-year-old had a heart attack and died because somebody scammed him, and Wells Fargo told him he wasn't getting his money back. So therefore, fuck Wells Fargo. Let's continue into the story. Shout out to Fox. Let's go.
Only on Fox tonight, a 52-year-old father of three dies from a heart attack. This is the day after Wells Fargo tells him he won't be getting the $6,800 back that he lost in this elaborate scheme. Fox 26's Brandy Wallace reports.
He was a sports enthusiast. He loved his fantasy football. He had been an athlete most of his life. His great love was nursing.
He was dealing with a lot of health issues.
Yeah, he had a lot. He had every bad side effect of diabetes that there is.
Paul Schindel is the third case we've covered in which someone posing as a Wells Fargo employee actually shows up at the door to collect the cut-up debit card.
So 52 is not really that old if you think about it, especially as a man. And I'm pretty sure, looks like he was eating pretty good, but unfortunately he has diabetes. He looked a little hefty, but I'm not here to judge on that. But what I'm saying is, at 52, you should know that nobody's going to come out to your house from the bank. The banks don't have that kind of power. Now, if it was to be police or something, then yeah. So you shouldn't even deal with anybody outside the bank unless you're at the branch in person.
He got a phone call, and on the cell phone register it showed Wells Fargo.
They somehow had access to the specifics of his account.
They were telling him actual things that he had done, and he's like, yeah, that's mine. But then they're also saying these unauthorized charges.
Right. And so when he said, no, I didn't do that, and they said, well, you need to take your card to the bank, and he said, well, I'm disabled. It's kind of hard for me to get in there, but I'll try. And they went, oh, we'll send someone out. And she cut the card up on the porch in front of him. And I said, well, did you get the pieces? He said, no, she took them.
Yeah, that's a little strange right there. I mean, why would you have somebody come out to my house just to cut up my debit card? I could have did that myself. I don't need anybody to come out and do that in front of me. I mean, either way, if I do it or somebody else does it, I can't use it. So
that they wanted that chip.
And she told him to go to the bank the next day and get a new card, which by then, of course, was too late.
Too late. And so then he did go to the bank, and they said, banks never call you, and they promised to investigate, but the man at the bank said it was very unlikely that he would get his money back.
Wow, Wells Fargo. The customer's always right. So if the customer's always right, you're supposed to always have the customer's back. So basically, they lied to him. That's why I said fuck Wells Fargo.
He got a letter after he passed away saying you're not getting your money back.
Yeah, and they said, we have determined that you did this, or someone that you know, that you allowed this to happen, which is not true.
Do you wonder if the stress of this, losing this money, may have caused him to have a heart attack or had something to do with it?
I think it could be contributory.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it looked like he was eating pretty good. He looked like the type that the steaks and beer type. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, obviously he's a sports nut. This is what a sports nut usually looks like, and they cool peeps. He could probably be in the cars too. So, guys like this, happy, family, but that's unfortunate this happened to him though. I guess money is the root to all evil. Damn.
He had a much higher stress level than normal.
Yeah.
And the additional stress of going through a minor procedure for hernia surgery, day surgery, yeah, I have no doubt it contributed.
You know, it's so sad there are so many victims, and really the underlying denominator is Wells Fargo. So, Randy, has Wells Fargo said anything?
Last 2 reports that I've done, no response at all. Gave them 2 days for each report to respond. You would hope that they're at least sending out some sort of notices to customers, right?
Right.
To be aware of this and to not fall victim to this scheme.
Especially since it's been happening so often.
And it's going on in other parts of the country. I'm hearing from people in other states that see the report and they're reaching out and saying, same thing happened to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Randy, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, that sucks. Condolences to his family, but damn. It's like there's all kind of scams. I feel like every month there's a new scam. And there's little to no consequences when they catch these people that are doing it. Like there's no real like justification of punishment. It's the same with hackers and everything else. So they were watching his account activity. So that's probably what got him to believe, oh, this isn't a scam because this person knows my exact transactions and the activity I was doing and all this and what time. But this was probably somebody that was watching his account over time and then finally went out, had the balls to go out and go to the household and pretty much do that scam. But I haven't even heard of the scam, but it's not surprising. And that I live on the West Coast in the Bay Area at that, so there's a lot of scams out here because there's a lot of fucking computer nerds and shit. So you guys be on the watch out. I guess this is the latest thing. This is Kyle Vale, and I'll check you in the next video. Have a good evening.